Hello everyone, welcome back. In this lecture, we will be applying this diffusion equation to some more cases like infinite plane source in an infinite medium and infinite plane source in a finite medium. This is the diffusion equation that we discussed in my last video lecture. The time rate of change of neutron density is given through this equation. Under steady state, that is when n is equal to 0, then the right hand side becomes equal to 0. Rearranging this equation, we get this equation, that is production is equal to leakage plus absorption, and expressing leakage as minus d del square phi and absorption as sigma a phi, we can write the equation, that is diffusion equation under steady state as d del square phi minus sigma a phi plus s is equal to 0. As we mentioned in my last video lecture, if the neutron source is either point or line or plane, then the production term s will be 0 except at the source position. Hence we can take even s is equal to 0. Then this diffusion equation reduces to homogeneous form. It can be written as d del square phi minus sigma a phi is equal to 0. Or in other words, dividing the entire equation by d, you can write del square phi minus sigma a by d into phi will be equal to 0. And expressing that sigma a by d as k square, we get an equation which is very similar to that of wave equation, because dimensions of k square will be minus 2 in length. Hence this is similar to the wave equation. Now we will apply this to a particular problem. We will consider an infinite plane source in an infinite medium. That means the source length is also infinite and it is kept in an infinite medium. Then the best coordinate system to solve this diffusion equation will be the Cartesian coordinate system. In Cartesian coordinate system, since here we are taking an infinite media, the flux at any point will be independent of y and z. Only x coordinate is sufficient. Therefore, del square will be just d square by dx square. Therefore, you can write d square phi by dx square minus k square phi will be equal to 0. This will be the diffusion equation for this particular case. This is a second order homogeneous differential equation. If we solve this, we get some arbitrary constants. In order to eliminate these arbitrary constants, we have to use boundary conditions. What are the appropriate boundary conditions for this? We make use of these boundary conditions. That is, we assume that the flux is finite everywhere except at source position, that is at x is equal to 0. And at the source plane, the current density is 0.5 neutrons per centimeter square per second. Why 0.5? Because we assume that the source emits 1 neutron per centimeter square per second. And that 1 neutron has equal probability in both the direction, plus x direction and minus x direction. Hence, the current density, as limit extending to 0, the current density is written as 0.5 in particular direction. In one direction it is 0.5, because we assume that neutron emits 1 neutron per centimeter square per second. That is the source. Source is emitting 1 neutron per centimeter square per second. That is why a limit extending to 0, j is equal to 0.5. Now the general solution for this one, you can notice that this is homogeneous differential equation as I said. The auxiliary equation for this can be written as d square minus k square into phi is equal to 0, or d square is equal to k square, or d is equal to plus or minus k. Once if you solve this equation, you get the solution as phi is equal to some arbitrary constant, say a into e to the power of minus kx plus some arbitrary constant c into e to the power of kx. I am not using b because I have reserved this for some reason. You will understand this in later video lectures. So I have taken these arbitrary constants as a and c. Phi is equal to a e to the power of minus kx plus c e to the power of kx. Now using the first boundary condition. The first boundary condition says the flux is finite everywhere except at 0. But here, as the coordinates, as x tends to infinity, in this equation you can notice that if I put x is equal to infinity, this term becomes e to the power of infinity. E to the power of infinity is infinity. Therefore, this will diverge. But flux is finite everywhere. It cannot be infinite. Hence, the only way to rescue from this is again by putting c is equal to 0 as we did in the previous lecture, video lecture for a point source. Similarly, here also we put c is equal to 0. If we put c is equal to 0, then phi will be equal to a e to the power of minus kx. Again, that a is arbitrary constant. We have to eliminate this arbitrary constant. For that, we apply the second boundary condition and also we use Fick's law of diffusion. We have second boundary condition given by this limit x tending to 0, j is equal to 0.5. Hence, limit x tending to 0, this j is equal to limit x tending to 0, j is obtained by Fick's law of diffusion, that is minus d grad phi. That is minus d, in this case it is d by dx of phi, that is equal to 0.5. Hence, if you differentiate the flux we have written it as we have got it as a to the power of minus kx because c is equal to 0. If you substitute for phi, we get minus d into d by dx of a into e to the power of minus kx, that is equal to half. And if you differentiate this with respect to x, you will see that this minus k will come out. You will get dak into e to the power of minus kx will be equal to half, or in other words, a will be equal to, as x tend to 0, this will become e to the power of 0, e to the power of 0 is 1. Hence, a is equal to 1 by 2 into k into d. Therefore, flux is equal to e to the power of minus kx divided by 2 kd. Since k and d are constants, we can notice that flux depends only on x. Here, x represents the absolute value of x. You have to remember that it is mod x, that you have to remember. This is how you can apply diffusion equation for an infinite source in an infinite medium. Now let us consider a different case. We will consider an infinite source in a medium of finite thickness. Say the medium thickness is finite now, but the source is infinite as it is. Here also we can use the same type of equation and the solution is also very similar. We can use the same equation, that is the diffusion equation takes the same form, d2 phi by dx2 minus k square phi will be equal to 0. We use the same equation, but you cannot take this c is equal to 0 as x tends to, because x cannot tend to infinity in this case, x is finite. It is a finite media, x cannot go to infinity. As x cannot go to infinity, you can notice that you cannot put c is equal to 0. That is the only major difference. Hence, we assume that the flux becomes 0 at an extrapolated distance. We defined about this linear extrapolated distance in one of my previous videos. So, at an extrapolation of 0.71 lambda t, we assume that the flux is 0. Therefore, replacing this x by some a, this is how the flux varies. Flux decreases exponentially. This is the actual boundary. This is x. The flux cannot become 0 here. We assume that the flux becomes 0 at an extended distance. That extended distance will be x plus 0.71 lambda t. That we take it as a. Hence, at a, the flux becomes 0. Therefore, the solution for that diffusion equation phi will be equal to A e to the power of minus Ka plus C e to the power of Ka. Now using the additional boundary condition, that means at extrapolated distance the flux becomes 0, we can write phi A is equal to 0, A e to the power of minus Ka plus C e to the power of Ka is equal to 0. From this, just sending this to the other side, you get C is equal to minus A into e to the power of minus 2 Ka. Now if you substitute this equation 10 in equation 9, you get solution as A into e to the power of minus Kx minus E into minus K into 2A minus X. Now we have this condition, limit x tending to 0, J is equal to, J is evaluated again from fixed law of diffusion. This is the fixed law minus d grad phi, that is equal to 0.5. Now if you substitute for flux we have got it as A e to the power of minus Kx minus e to the power of minus K into 2A minus X. If you substitute for that here and if you simplify, we get A is equal to 1 by 2 Kd plus into 1 plus e to the power of minus 2K. Therefore, the flux distribution in a steady state, that means if you substitute for A in this equation, if you put for A, then the flux will be given by equation 12. You can notice that if this A tends to infinity, we should get back the solution for an infinite medium. And as A tends to infinity, this term becomes 0, this term also becomes 0, we get e to the power of minus Kx divided by 2 Kd, which is the solution for the first problem which I discussed today. And it should be, that is the answer. And expressing this sine hyperbolic u is equal to half e to the power of u minus e to the power of minus u, and cos hyperbolic u as half of e to the power of u plus e to the power of minus u, the same solution can be expressed in terms of hyperbolic functions. And the variation of flux for different values of Ka, it exponentially decreases, and the Ka will decide the rate at which the flux decreases with respect to the distance. This is how one can use the diffusion equation for different problems. That's all for the day. Thank you.